Greetings everyone, Agion here, another Red Alert 3 replay. I spawned on the left side as the... I had to get a quick look. These names are so familiar. Okay. 1v1 and his opponent as the Empire player, we have 11. What's up with these names? Either way, it looks like I have a pair of dojo cores coming out. Perhaps one here to supply our engineer. Perhaps another one to start running over some bears. We do got a flak trooper coming on out, probably going to magmine this garrison, and then the combat engineer will be capturing up the oil derrick. This dojo core is out trying to crush any bears that advance, but the bears went straight for the base, trying to scout out the place. We'll spot both refineries, which is pretty standard. Factory coming on up. Oh yeah, there is a power generator. So I was thinking first, was there a missing power generator? But we do have a dragonfly coming out, trying to scout out the area. We'll spot a terror. I'm not sure if he actually spotted a terror drone. He will spot this hammer and sickle, not hammer and sickle. But he will go and slow it down. He can jump over this up this cliff with the sickle, but he doesn't. The bear looks like it will be run over, but I was going to say still needs better vision. The bear will be run over by the dojo core. Flak trooper is now out on the field. Terror drone will be stunning this Mecha Tengu. And does manage all the Imperial Warrior shots, and the sickle's running on forward. And will receive minor damage from the other Mecha Tengu, but will lock him down. Sickle has received quite a bit of fire. And will jump in on top of the supply line, harassing it. And he can't bring it forward because the terror drone will get to him. He will sell off some walls, and great play in the sickle managed to live for a couple more moments. Terror drone's coming forward, and the sickle will go down. Terror drone, great terror drone micro, great sickle micro, and great counter there because he could have evacuated, collected because of the terror drone, but he managed to find an opening for him to sell off some walls to have his Mecha Tengus to support, as well as the actual guns himself. Hammerhead tank coming forward, but being stalled out by some walls. If he reaches that, he can gain a wall attachment. It doesn't work like that. Imagine if he gets like armored skirts if he were to siphon down a wall. There's a little bit extra health. Mecha Tengus will escape over the water. So it looks like just a large hammer tank productions coming on now. We got another oil derrick here, or derrick I should say. Oil derricks have been captured, or refineries here, or refinery. No, that is a naval yard coming on up. We'll be eyeing some stingrays or Akula subs. Probably there's no purposes for Akula subs at the moment, so likely stingrays. Flak cannon coming out. We do got a chopper VX being deployed on out. He is seeing a lot of fire, and he's trying to build this flak gun. And he will retarget to the flak gun. It's pretty late to retarget, but the flak gun will get some shots off. Getting some great damage done on the VX. We'll take out one of the VXs. That is very important. Stingray is coming out, and he will evacuate his Mecha Tengus. Lots of chopper VXs here. Another flak tower does go up, and doesn't kill him the chopper VXs. He may just want to sell off both these naval yards. Put a cash bounty. Nope. And he has withdrawn now. If you were to build a couple bullfrogs, send them around here, and then rebuild the navy yard, that is a possibility, but maybe just going to try to avoid it, or build up somewhere safer. Did that hammer tank get through? There are some missing wall segments. Brian says Conyard. Let's try and get some immediate cash. Flak tower's going on up. I don't see any hammer tanks, so he may have lost all of his hammer tanks. He does not get the kill on that terror drone. Chopper VX is trying to eye this oil derrick. Does receive one flak burst. Is it burst or shot? Burst is technically like multiple rounds, like firing consecutive up. It is explosion in the air. Hammer tanks are out in the field. Multiple good hits. Hammer tanks start to make their advance. Flak troopers are here to support. Flak troopers are a little bit more effective versus these walls with the melee mag mines. Another ore refiner coming out, perhaps in the low ground, perhaps over here. Bear. Not a terror drone. There's a single flak cannon, so Chopper VXs just can't stay in the area. Plus, there's also a flak trooper, so Jet Tengus can't exactly just go in uncontested. Tesla troopers are out. He did take out one of the hammerheads. The flak troopers are doing some good work, and he is starting to break through. And we've got some wave force artillery. He's doing minimum charge shots against those flak troopers. Deploying out some more walls. And does get out a hammer tank there. There goes another hammer tank. He's perfectly charging him up. No, he knows how to use wave force artillery to the max effectiveness in order to snipe hammerheads. Starting to use this crusher crane for repairs. He needs V4s. Force firing the command. This is a captured observation post. So he does have good vision. I don't know how far it extends, but it extends pretty far. Tesla troopers are being dropped on in. He needs to be. He does lock down the Oni. I just realized those rockets actually have shadows. So he sees the Oni. He's going to need some more terror drones. Terror drones would be great to locking down individual targets like that. But the wave force artillery can easily take out those terror drones, no problem. It's all going to come down to micro on both sides. It looks like in this next engagement. Hammerhead tanks. There's a lot of them here, but the Oni could deal with most of them. Yeah, that's 3 Onis here. That's more than plenty to deal with all those hammerheads. Starting to hit this garrison. Does lock down and infest one of the wave force artillery, but he didn't get his terror drone back because he destroyed up the main guns of his hammerheads. Nor did he capture the gun with his hammerheads either. This King Oni has been snared. This wave force artillery has been grabbed. This is the one that has a wave force artillery weapon on it, so that is going to be a very, very deadly hammerhead tank. He's trying to get this one angled. Flak troopers with mag mines are rushing him forward. Does get some very, very good hits. He needs to send these back for repairs. A lot of King Onis now out in the field. And boom, gets a snipe shot with his wave force artillery hammerhead. This hammerhead is going to become critical in breaking the Empire player. He needs to snipe this hammerhead with all due haste. Saw some flak troopers getting loaded up on these hammerheads. Agion, he's going to jump on in with the flak troopers. These guys will take a lot of time for repairs. And he's going to go for the snipe. And gets the kill in the con yard with his pair-dropped flak troopers. And he gets the kill. There's no indication when it's going to fire, nor can he pre-fire fire sooner with the hammerhead tank version. There's just no indications there. And that's a fully heroic hammerhead tank with a wave force artillery. With a spotting observation post. This observation post with this artillery piece is going to be so powerful. I just now realized he didn't actually destroy this. It's still alive, which means he can just freely shoot away against these hammerheads. Not hammerheads, wave force artillery. Set of twin blades coming around, which will force the Chopper VX to stay on the ground. He's starting to use the ciphering ability, just try to get as much health as possible. They're on aggressive stance. Oh, over on the left side we got sortie jet tangoos. We'll find some bullfrogs. Dojo Core in the water could deploy it up here for something. But it looks like there's just going to be a scout run. Hammerhead Wave Force Artillery snipes another Wave Force. He's able, being in a heroic state, allows him to sustain a lot of abuse. At this point, this could be worth using a superpower like the Suicide Run. Will shows on fire, trying to snipe the Wave Force, does get the Wave Force down, but will sacrifice his entire Air Force for it. I would just have to say some necessary sacrifices because he's losing a lot of Wave Forces himself, but now he no longer has any anti-aircraft. Twin Blades have free reign in the skies. He's going to snipe more Wave Force artillery. He knew his opponent just threw away all of his anti-air on taking out that Wave Force artillery. Now these Twin Blades have an opportunity just to wipe everything out. 2 Wave Force, 1 Ore Collector. Ooh, good. Where did that ore refinery we saw? Oh, got deployed down here. But now there's a Terradrome camping it. He needed those Chopper VXs for that as well, so that one just locked down. MiGs have entered the airspace. Huh. It looks like this one has claimed the weapon of a Chopper VX because there's a flak gun on it. Over here, Dojo Core has came out, but it's spotted by the Twin Blades. The Imperial Warrior is still there. Wave Force Artillery is going to hit this observation post. This observation post definitely has paid itself when spotting for the Hammerhead. And now we got some Tesla troopers. Ooh. More Tesla troopers, which they're going to be really effective versus the King Oni. The Wave Force Artillery can reasonably snipe them, but we'll have some trouble. These Tesla troopers could just set up a field of EMP zones which prevent any sort of bolt charges. And then the Hammerhead tanks can quickly leech down the King Onis and get some really powerful weapons. The Soviet Air Force is quite potent. Another Wave Force Artillery. And these Jet Tingos cannot go in. The Chopper VXs maybe will find some good angles, but Jet Tingos will not be able to contest this destruction. We do have this Terradrome now running around. These walls have been rebuilt, so the ore collectors are safe. The Wave Force Artillery does a lot of valuable stuff in the behind lines, but he does have these repairs here to remove any sort of infestation. Though, if he gets a Wave Force Artillery a little bit too far out, it's slow and it's fragile. It can be quickly ripped apart by a Terradrome. Sudden transport on the field. Will we see some tank busters? It is camouflaged as an Oni. And if the Soviet player is astute enough, he would notice that it's moving pretty quickly. Maybe the sudden transport there is just meant for scouting purposes? I'm not sure. Terror drone has infested one of the Striker VXs. And will get repaired off. Does destroy the Orc up there, and that is more than just 4 MiGs. That is a squadron of 7 MiGs. He has at least 2 airports. I think the sudden transport has gone down. It's just massive build on both sides. It's maybe a good time to get out an Iron Curtain and build out another MCV. These hammerheads will not be able to contest these King Oni. He's going to have to so heavily rely on his infantry. He will get some good pokes in. The infantry and the hammerhead tanks are starting their advance now. Can you put the Iron Curtain off the Crusher Crane? Maybe. And we'll go and lock that down. The Soviet player is forcing the... Does do a full rush, but that was a critical... miss. Doesn't get stopped. All these King Onis are going down thanks to the mass flak guns. And does do it gets a good bull charge over there. All the Tesla troopers are down. And immediately killed off all the flak troopers as well. But here comes the Twin Blades. We got off some mag mines. Does get crushed off all of those flak troopers now. Iron crushing infantry is a little bit tough for these King Onis. Oh, but they're severely wounded. Massive air battle. I think there's enough MiGs in the sky. Hammerhead takes it here. King Onis are just barely alive. The air forces have reign supreme for the Soviet player, and the Twin Blades should be mop up everything. He's focused on these Mecha Tengus. MiGs are now coming on in. We'll shoot down all those air forces. These King Onis are severely wounded. There's a heroic King Oni here, but gets locked down by the Terror drone. Goes down. Expect to see all across these Twin Blades. And I think that's it for the Empire player. So it's the support group of MiGs here. Can't tell their ammo. They're all veterans, so they're not in max ammo, that's for sure. More Twin Blades. No MiGs back at home, so the rest of the MiGs were destroyed. And looks like got a mass sell-off here. For a brief moment, I thought... It's hard to explain was how... Like, at first, I thought at the beginning, the Soviet player got an excellent engagement for that last engagement. Able to force early engagement, locking down not just one, but like 2 King Oni. But then I noticed that even though the effects were still up from the Tesla troopers, they were all dead. And that bull charge destroyed all of the infantry, or at least nearly every single flak trooper as well. And he got such... But it was the Air Force. He just did not have enough anti-air. The Twin Blades is one out for the Soviet player. Soviet air superiority. It's hard to establish sometimes, but once it's established, Soviet player wins. Either way, this is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.